Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss the formula to get the zero of a general polynomial of the form ax plus b is equal to 0. So first, let's talk about a linear polynomial in one variable. So let's say our polynomial called p of x is equal to a into x plus b. Now here, the power of x is 1. So this polynomial is a linear polynomial since the power is 1. And here a and b are constants. Now let's talk about what the zero of a polynomial means. So zero of a polynomial is the value of x for which p of x is equal to 0. So let's try deriving that. So when we put px is equal to 0, we get that ax plus b is equal to 0 because p of x is equal to ax plus b, where a and b are constants and x is the one variable. Next, we can subtract both sides by b to get ax here is equal to minus b. And then we can divide both sides by a to get that x is equal to minus b by a. So here, understand we only get one value of x, right? And that is because a linear polynomial has only one 0. And this value of x, for which the value of p of x is equal to 0, is called the zero of a polynomial. So let's see some examples. Let's remember our formula here and let's see our question. We have to find the zero of the polynomial 2x plus 3. Now let's do it in the standard way, not using the formula. So the zero of this polynomial would be when this 2x plus 3, this polynomial, would be equal to 0. And we have to find the value of x, which would be the zero of the polynomial. So we can subtract both sides by 3 to get 2x is equal to minus 3. And we can divide both sides by 2 to get x is equal to minus 3 by 2 or minus 1.5. And if you look at the formula, here 3 is b and a is 2. So x from the formula would also be minus 3 divided by 2, which is what we got. Okay. Now let's look at different examples where we can use the formula to get the answer. So we have to find the zero of the polynomial in each of the cases. So the first case is x minus 3. Now this is the polynomial given to us. This is our general form. So here a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 3. So using the formula, we'll get x is equal to minus of minus 3 divided by a, which is 1. So that will be just minus of minus 3. So x is equal to 3 is the zero of this polynomial. And as you can see, when we put x is equal to 3, 3 minus 3 is 0. Thus the polynomial is 0 for this value of x. Next case, we have 2x minus 3. So the zero of the polynomial would be x is equal to, now here b is again minus 3 and a is 2. So we get minus of minus 3 divided by 2. So this becomes 3. So this is x is equal to 3 by 2, which is the zero of this polynomial. Moving on to the next case, we have x squared. So understand the power of x here is not 1. So it is not a linear polynomial. So this formula would not work here. However, we can still find the zero of this polynomial because the definition of zero of polynomial is standard. The zero of a polynomial is simply when this polynomial is equal to 0 and the value of x for which this polynomial is 0 is the zero of the polynomial. So for x squared is equal to 0, we can see that x is equal to 0 is the value. So for this polynomial, the zero of the polynomial would be x equals to 0. Alright. Moving on to the next case, we have px. So from a general formula, we get that b here is 0, whereas a is equal to p. So the zero of polynomial would be minus b by a. So that is 0 divided by p because b here is 0. And now you can appreciate why it's given p is not equal to 0 because then x would be undefined. Since p is not equal to 0, here x would just take the value as 0, which is the 0 of this polynomial. And moving on to the last example, we have px plus q. So here q is b and p is a. So our 0 of the polynomial from the formula is equal to minus b by a. So it would be minus of q divided by a, which is p. So this becomes minus q by p. And we also have to say that p is not equal to 0. So that was all about it. Thank you.